Hello guys, Warsaw Chess Festival round number 8. It was quite good. Let me show you the game. The Queen's Gambit. d4, d5, c4. I'm playing against 1950 FIDE rated player. e6, knight c3. And here I said, okay, I'm gonna play a weird move. I'm going to play knight f3 and queen to c2, which is the weird move that I was talking about. What's the reason behind this move? I want to play e4 and open up my bishop without closing this one with the move e3. So my opponent castles e4, d takes e, knight takes e4. Actually black is better right here, and it's because they can take, and fight for the center. And this doesn't look the best for white actually. I was thinking during the game, if I take and he takes, I play bishop d2, right? I would play bishop e2 actually. And let's say f5, I would say, okay, it's good, because now he's got a weakness on e6. But this weakness is not so important, as he's got the control over the center. And really, I am unable to attack it, as this bishop, it will never really leave e2. Therefore, even if the rook comes on e1 one day, it's not gonna attack the pawn, and this pawn will always be defended by this bishop, which is, complicated, because yes, this bishop is dead. This bishop doesn't do anything besides defending this pawn, but this pawn is so important that actually maybe having this bishop so undeveloped and defending is good enough. Anyway, my opponent did not take the chance to get the better position. He just played knight b to d7, knight b d7, which is also good for one more reason. If he plays knight c6, he always has knight to b4. But after knight b d7, my queen on c2 is safe. It will never be moved from here. I played knight to c3 because I'm white. I do not want to exchange pieces. He's got problems with the space. So I'm just moving backwards. Yes, it wastes time, but I'm thinking, well, he cannot really use this tempo to do anything special right here, so I'm okay with playing knight c3. c5, bishop e2, just developing. b6, a good move, I understand it. I castled, bishop b7, and here I came to a realization, well, what's my advantage here? Nothing really. So what I wanted to do is, I didn't want this pawn to come off the chessboard, as it blocks this knight. This knight can never jump on this square, that's very good for it. This bishop is also blocked, which I like. So I said I will sacrifice a pawn, d5. After taking, I have rook to d1, and look at this. Bishop, knight, and the queen. I counted that knight after knight f6, I will play bishop to c4, and even after, I didn't see that. After bishop e4, I would personally play queen e2. And actually the computer says it's a very good position. But maybe my opponent saw that I was able to take on f7, which is a brilliant move. And after king f7, knight to g5, king g8. And actually, knight takes e4. And everything is equal in terms of material, but I have very nice rook. This king is a little bit weak. And this bishop will probably go to e3 and defend this pawn. I will just have a very nice position. But yeah, I didn't see bishop f7, and also my opponent didn't play knight f6, he played bishop e6. And here my entire idea is about attacking this rook that has only three squares with my bishops. But I had the right idea, I just didn't make the correct moves. Because what I should have done was bishop d3, attack this pawn. Knight f6 doesn't work because bishop h7, and we are attacking the queen. So h6, bishop e4, let's say rook c8, bishop f4, and look, if he plays something like king h8, let's say, bishop b7, the rook doesn't have any space. So okay, he can play c4. Obviously guys, this is a YouTube video, I don't want you to spend 40 minutes on single game, but let's say c4. Okay, I attack the rook anyway, rook c5, and then knight d4. Now the bishop doesn't have space. This is the power of having control over the file in the center, because now my pieces are coordinated and his pieces aren't coordinated at all. He's got pawn up, but look, this bishop is soon gonna die. I'm still gonna be attacking this knight with a rook. It's just bad. I wouldn't want to play with black. But now I made a mistake. I played bishop f4, which is a good move. Queen c8, and then I played knight e5 because I wanted this bishop to come onto this diagonal. But again, I should have done it through bishop d3, attacking the h7 pawn, and then going to e4. But knight takes, bishop takes, queen c3, attacking the pawn, f6, bishop g3, rook a7, a4, king h8, h3, rook d8. I don't have many comments on these moves. They are just, simple and really common moves. h3 because I want some space for my king and avoid the back rank mate. Bishop c4, bishop e6. What? Guys, he gave away a pawn. Bishop, right? No, because rook d1, rook d1, rook d1, king here, and this bishop is taken back. And I think we are missing one rook. So I'm taking, and now I was thinking, okay, what are you gonna do after queen d3? You haven't seen that, you haven't predicted that, right? I'm winning the game now. No. There's bishop b5. Defending the a6 pawn, attacking the bishop, attacking the queen with the rook. But I was shocked by this move. I was like, oh no, I lost the game, in the first 2 seconds. But then I calculated everything. I see, okay, I'm not losing, but I should have predicted this move. Queen e2, bishop c4, queen c4, rook d4 is not the best move in my opinion, at least. Because yes, he pushes the rook, but the rook, it should be staying here and defending the 8th rank. Queen f7. I always love attacking bishops like these that don't really have much space. Queen f8, queen e6, and now he just plays bishop d8. I'm playing rook to e1, fg, and guys, this position is just equal. If he takes here, he actually loses because I can play queen to d7, rook to d4, and rook to e8, so you gotta watch out. I'm telling you about the 8th rank. h6, I took the pawn. h6 because he wanted some space for his king. Queen d6, rook e8, rook c8, rook c5, rook c6, and he's attacking my pawn. I'm attacking his pawn, so if I take his pawn, he's gonna take my pawn. Not in this case, because I'm defending. So king g6, good, active king. I'm playing g4 to avoid h5, to discourage him from playing h5. Keep in mind, h5 was the best move in the position. So his king will have some more space, and you will see in the future what's gonna happen. Rook a5, I still don't want him to play h5. King g6, h4, and again, I believe, okay, h5 wasn't the best, but I wouldn't know how to win this game actually with white during the game. He played king h7, and that is a huge mistake. h5. I played rook a7, which is a little inaccuracy, but it's a good move. I have an idea now. This king is blocked, as you can see, guys, and really it doesn't have many squares to move to, and that's what I'm gonna utilize. Rook a8. Again, I'm blocking the king, And now the computer says this position is actually drawn. But not for humans, guys. Not for humans, because I have a plan. I'm playing king to h2, a5, a6, and keep in mind, I'm not going any further. I'm not going any further, because if he goes here, and I go here, this rook will never leave the a8 square. It's going to be permanent draw. And here in this position, if the king goes, all these squares, the king can come on a7, the rook can come to b6, for example, and king on b7, and I am able to promote this pawn. So remember, guys, don't push the pawn till the 7th rank. He stops attacking my pawn, which lets my rook out. So I'm playing rook c6, rook b6, and now I'm going with my king. Right now, if I leave these pawns and even two of them drop, I'm okay, because I'm going to promote to a queen, and he's going to have to sacrifice his rook for it. So I'm playing king f1, g3, just so he doesn't take my pawn on g2 when I play king to e1, and if he plays rook e3, I'm already one rank forward. So king g8, king d1, king c1. He's offering me a draw. In this position, I'm saying no, thank you. He actually offered me draw 3 times during the game, and I said sorry, no, I want to win. Rook a4, king b2, king b3, king b4, rook c1, and guys, this is this was the plan. King is coming to b7, king b5, and he's actually surrendered. Guys, so what I want to tell you, the open files, right? The open files are the most important thing, on the chessboard. Always fight for the open files. You control the open file, you control the road of the chessboard, you control the flow of the game. Another thing, guys, is just predict your opponent's moves, because I just didn't see bishop b5. And always secure your first rank with your rook. Don't try to leave your first or 8th rank with your rooks, because they are here to defend them. Okay? And that's it, guys. Remember, he also made the mistake of not playing h5 and blocking his king. Your king needs to be active, your king needs to have some space. Alright, guys, thank you. I hope you liked the Queen's Gambit in how I played it, and I wish you all the best.